started off with my 4 beads. Okay, then you use the 4th one to cross the fish line with the other end of the fish line, just like that. And then you drag it. Just make sure it's in the center so that the fish line will be equal. The second time I put in 3 beads, 1 in each, and then I use the 3rd one to cross it over, and then I dragged it. So the same way I repeated it until I reach the desired length I want my bag to be. So this is the 9th one. For the 10th one, I put 3 beads in one and use the other end of the fish line to cross over. In that way, I'm going to change the direction of the fish line. Then put in 3 beads at the left side of the fish line. And then use the other one to cross it over, the other end of the fish line, and cross over with the 3rd bead. So after you cross it over, it will be looking like this. Then use the fish line that is under and put it inside the next bead. Then the fish line that is on top, put in 2 beads, and then use the fish line that is under to drag it. And then the fish line that is under, put it inside the next bead, and that is how I continued. So now I'm in my 4th line here. So once you reach here, just watch closely what I'm doing. Take the left hand side of your fish line, put in two beads, then use the same fish line and cross it in the bead that has the other side of the fish line. It will be looking like this. So now what I'm going to do, I have to make this fish line to come out, these 2 fish lines to come out in the bead behind the bead we just crossed over. Just like that, you are going to make sure the 2 fish line comes out in the same bead. They have to cross each other in that same bead, okay? It will be looking like this. Then take one of the fish line, put it inside the bead, and then take the other one and cross the fish line. Then it will be looking like this. So now we are making the curves, okay? Put in 3 beads. It's just the same way we did the other ones, okay? Then take the fish line, put it inside the next bead. Next, put in 2 beads. And then use the other one to cross over. Then take the fish line that is under and then put it inside the next bead. Just like that, you continue. So once you reach the edge, you do the same thing we did at the beginning. Put two fish beads, and then you cross it over. Just watch closely. Two, then you do the same way, just like that. And then after that, you make sure the fish line comes out in the second bead. So this is how you do that. You repeat it until you reach the final step for this particular one we are making now. Okay, if the video is too fast, you can reduce it because I don't want it to be longer than it is now. So now I'm done. I took the other side, and now I'm going to put both of them together. Okay, so just put in your fish line, then put in one bead, and then put it in the other side of the wing. It will be looking like this. 3. So put in one bead, and then it doesn't matter which fish line you put it, just you cross it over. Then after you cross it over, you take both sides of the fish line and put it inside the beads under there. Then you repeat the process again. Once I was done with this part, I used the white bead to cover up the space there. So I took my fish line, put it inside the 2 beads just before the middle one. Then in the right side of the fish line, put in 2 beads, and then I used the fish line that is under. I cross it inside the next bead. I put it inside the next bead. Then after that, I put in 2 beads in the same right side of the fish line, and then I crossed it over. It will be looking like this. Then after that, the left side of the fish line, put in 1 bead after you've put it inside 3 or second bead. Then after that, I put in 3 beads in the right fish line, in the left fish line, and then I use the fish line that is under, put it inside the next bead there. So this part can be a little bit challenging. So now it's 3, as you can see. Then in the right side of the fish line, you put in one of the beads, and then you use the other side of the fish line to cross it, or the same fish line to cross it. So it will be looking like this. After that, you make sure that the fish line comes out in the next bead, like the 3rd one there. So you will now cross it inside the 3rd bead there, just like I'm doing now. So after that, it will be looking like this. So then you take the bead that is on the fish line that is under, put it inside the next bead, and then put in your 2 beads at the right side of the fish line. Then I cross it over. Then after that, the fish line that is under, you put it inside the next bead. Then the right side of the fish line you put in 2, and then you cross it over again with the other side of the fish line. It will be looking like this. After that, you put the fish line under into the next 2 beads there. Then in the right side of the fish line you put in your bead, and then you cross over, just 1 bead and cross over. To be looking like this. Then in the right side of the same fish line, put in 3 beads, and then you cross it over. Take the fish line that is under, put it inside the next bead, and then inside another bead there, making it 3. Then in the left side of the fish line, put in 1 bead and use the same fish line to cross over, making it look like this, just like we did before. Then you took the fish line, make sure it comes out in the next 3rd bead there. Just like that. And then the fish line that is under, put it inside the next bead there, and then the fish line that is on top, you put in your 2 beads, and then you cross over with the other fish line. The fish line that is under, you put it inside the next bead. The one on top, put in your 2 beads, and then you cross over. Then pull it. Just watch closely what I'm doing. In that way, that is how it was done, or how I did mine. Once that part was done, I started making the edge. Okay, just put in this one. This part is very easy, so just watch closely what I'm doing so you can follow me if you want to. It's very easy to make, so I won't be talking much on this part. So I'm done with this part now. What I'm going to do is to join them together with the other one. Okay, so as for the cover, It's very easy to make. It's just the same way we did others. That's the same way I did this one, so you can do that yourself because it's not that complicated. Okay, so now I'm going to cover this bag, covering both edges. Okay, just put in your fish line, just like the same way we cover the bows, like both sides of the bow tie. Sorry, you have to put in your bead and then you put it inside. It will be looking like this, and then put in one bead again, and then you start going forward. It doesn't matter which part of the fish line you put your bead. Then you cross it and you start off again. Put inside the bead, each of the fish line, put it and the beads behind them, and that is how it's done. Just continue like that, as easy as it can be.